Hey guys, welcome to Story Time, part 21, when I was a correction officer back in the 90s. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm going to get right into it. This is about an officer who was almost poisoned by an inmate down Central, Big Lorton. So on this particular day, I was detailed to work Central. Detail, if you don't know, back then in the 90s, if they were short of staff, short officers, or whatever the case may be, they were action roll call, you can volunteer or they're going to detail you down there. Well, of course, your girl wasn't going to volunteer because, hell, I didn't want to be down there in that open pop with all that craziness going on. But, of course, I was detailed. And I know the reason why they did that, because they knew I didn't like going down Lorton. I really didn't like working down Lorton because it was pretty scary. But anyway, let me get right into the story. So the officer, we're in a dormitory. She had a soda sitting on the desk. And so I'm walking the dormitory, checking everything out, seeing what's going on and everything like that. The officer who left her soda on the desk because we had a desk and the inmates would come up to the desk, and that's how, whatever. She had left her soda on the desk. She must have walked away while my back was turned, seeing what was going on with the other inmates. She was back at the desk, and she was getting ready to drink the soda. And when she was getting ready to drink the soda, an inmate came up and said, "Officer, such and such, you don't want to drink that soda." And, of course, she's like, "Wow, it's mine." And he was like, I'm telling you, you don't want to drink that soda. She was like, "Well, what's going on?" He said, "I ain't trying to get in the middle of an officer and an inmate, but I'm just going to tell you like this. Don't drink that soda." And so she she got defensive, and she was like, "Wait a minute." She said to the inmate, she was like, "Did somebody put something in my soda?" And the inmate was like I said, I'm not getting all up into that. That's officer and inmate, but I'm just giving you a warning. So she was like, "Officer, I'm getting ready to call the control center. They're gonna have to send somebody to come in here and work with you because I gotta handle this." So so somebody came and relieved her. She took the soda bottle down to the command center, to the control center down Central, and come to find out, there was an inmate that was in there that she had, I guess, beef with. She had wrote him up before, and he had been on lockdown, and all of his privileges was taken away for a while. And I guess that was his way of trying to get back at her. So when she did find out who did it, somebody's going to tell it. So once she found out who did it, of course, you have to write an incident report. I wrote one, she wrote one. And I only wrote the incident report stating what I observed as far as when I came back and how the inmate approached her and said, "Don't drink the soda." But she wrote her statement and her incident report, and then she gave it to the control center, and they took the soda for evidence. And that guy was his privileges was taken. He got on lockdown, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he may have gotten a charge for trying to harm an officer, if I'm not mistaken. But I think so. I think he did get a charge for trying to harm an officer. So, yeah. And, of course, she went out on 45 because, hell, that she needed to, because I would have been like, that would have really fucked me up, knowing that somebody would try to do harm to me. You don't know what it was in. It could have been piss. It could have been, because, inmates were known for, taking a shampoo bottle, putting piss and shit in it and let it sit for a while, and you don't know what it is. But I'm sure it wasn't that, because when she opened it up, she would have smelt it. But whatever it is, I don't think he would try that with another officer, because he did get his privileges taken, and he was on lockdown. So yeah, that's that story. Stay tuned for Storytime 2020. I think it's 22.